ready.
Here we go. Is it going to connect? We're connected.
Uh-oh.
That means the whole world can see it.
Oh my. What else is new?
Audio looks like it's okay.
Yeah, me.
The video popped up. Cool. All right, so I'll move this here so we can both see comments.
Sort of.
Are you going to play us a tune?
I don't know what I'm gonna play.
Play the Mummy and the Monkey old theme song.
That was bone. What?
Play the Mummy and the Monkey theme song.
I don't know how to play that on the guitar.
No?
What is that? Oh,
the Mummy and the Monkey show.
That's the original.
The old theme song, yeah.
Oh, it's the other one. It's
Hairy Scary Hangover. Alright guys, we're getting warmed up here. Hey there, Bubba. Nice.
That's it.
Woo. Hey there, Toy Painter. Hey there, guys. All right, so this is our Living the Scream podcast. We're just getting started here. We were giving it a minute or two to let people get into the chat. We were having the podcasts in the morning, but we thought maybe it'd be better to have it in the evening. Maybe more people could join us if we have the podcast in the evening. But not too late, you know.
This is like around dinner time for some people, so they might be enjoying dinner and not wanting to sit down and watch this. Totally agreeable.
That's okay. They can always catch it later.
Is there a better time for us to do this? Have we figured that out? Is there a better time when we have more people watch?
I don't know. Maybe later at night?
Well, a day and a time would probably be best because it's not like we're randomly the Mummy and the Monkey. We're on Friday night, 10 p.m. People know that. Yeah.
So, all right. So let's introduce ourselves in case people don't know.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Janet.
Hi, I'm James.
And we're also known as the Mummy and the Monkey. We host a show on Facebook Live and on YouTube called the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout.
That's right.
So we dress in character and we host retro cheesy movies and independent horror films. And when we're not doing that, James plays the guitar.
That's all I do, sit here and I can't even play.
He's a seller and I'm a reseller on eBay. So this podcast talks about behind the scenes with the reselling part and then with the Mummy and the Monkey part. So for the first half is our reselling chat.
Which has been going insane lately. We've been to a lot of sales, a lot of things. We've picked up a lot of stuff. Let me tell you.
We have. We picked out a lot of interesting things last weekend. We filmed a lot of it.
Yeah.
We just have to go through and edit it. But
yeah.
Some great flea market finds on Sunday and then the 2 days after, Monday and Tuesday, we were going through and kind of sorting through it. And I listed most of it.
I still got so much to list from that. I might do a little bit of listing tonight to try to catch up. Because today we went to a Savers and it was raining cats and dogs. Okay, so the weather changed here overnight basically. Yesterday was the last day of summer, right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm just checking a little.
Everything okay?
It says, if you guys can hear us and see us okay, let us know.
Where?
There was a YouTube error that popped up, but I think we're okay.
And you want to go live? You want to do our main show on YouTube, huh?
Well, usually
video.
Usually it's fine.
Why not? What are we hooked up on? Did you check what we're streaming on?
The Wi-Fi right now.
Are you sure?
Yes, we are on the Wi-Fi.
You went to the settings and made sure. Just saying.
It says stream is healthy. It's 6:03. Bubba's giving us the thumbs up. Thank you, Bubba. Okay, so we'll keep going then. If there's any glitches or anything, put it in the comments and let us know just so we know how we're doing.
Glitches are for snitches.
As we go. All right, so looks like we're good there. James, let's just continue
Wi-Fi on. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. That's all we need to do.
Yeah, I didn't have it.
Go ahead, keep talking. I'm just doing a little bit of a check.
So I have, we went out and found some treasures on Sunday and we videoed it. I still need to edit that video together. And yeah, Monday and Tuesday we were trying to sort through and list things and get out orders. I had a lot of orders over the weekend, like 16 things.
Yeah,
so my sales were up a little bit last week, so that was nice because in the beginning of the week when we did last week's podcast, it was like real slow.
Yeah.
It was, not so good.
Yeah, and again, I was talking about like sort of kind of setting the scene for today's activities. Is that we've had here in Northeast Ohio in this area, we've had some pretty hot, the hottest summer in a while. It was in the 80s just the other day, and today, night and day. It's like in the 70s, but cold. Like, I mean, a nice cold.
Yeah,
breeze.
it was really hot Sunday when we went out, and yeah, it was just really surprising that even into September, like we were still getting like 85-degree days.
So we woke up this morning to a beautiful, dark, rainy, drizzly morning. I loved it.
Oh, it's so beautiful and dreary outside. It's raining. It's chilly outside.
It's like everything you wish for around like Halloween night.
Perfect fall weather.
Leaves are falling on the ground. Loved it.
After this sweltering, brutal summer, we're really happy that we're seeing fall weather now.
So I threw in a pot roast thing in a slow cooker, and they're like, okay, so we're gonna head out and run some errands and hit some thrift stores or hit a thrift store and it was perfect. I mean, it was like one of those nice days where you're out and you know you're gonna come home to a really cool, a nice meal that's slow cooked, perfect for the outside, for the cold weather.
It turned out really good.
It was delicious.
Yeah, we just finished up our yummy.
Now we're having our post dinner coffee, which we don't usually do, but. So it was nice to be inside most of the day, pretty much getting out but still being inside. And we're in this thrift store, and the rain is just pelting the roof. I mean, it's just
it was like raining cats and dogs earlier, like
which again
monsoon. But you know what? We were inside thrifting, and we're like, I don't care.
Well, it came to the point where you wanted to leave, and then you're like, well, so it looks like we're going to be here for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were like, well, I said, well, maybe we should go soon. We looked at everything.
Yeah.
And then. Like the rain came down even more, so we're like, well, I guess we'll look around a little more and
twist my arm.
Wait a little bit. Yeah,
gotta stay. It was a lot of fun, and we found a lot of stuff. Ran into some regulars there that we don't know them or talk to them, but they were there. I'd say in full force, but they were there.
At one we go to, well, at a couple different ones that we go to, there's like the same handful of regular fellow scavengers, where.
One looks just for like paintings and artwork. So
there's one person that you could tell like they just look for certain things. There's one that looks for other things.
His cart's always full of just paintings
and art,
framed
art pieces. Yeah, like maybe he has his own gallery somewhere.
And there's another one who is there's no. I'm like we're cordial with everybody. There's one guy we do talk to, who actually approached us because he watches our show.
Yeah, he messaged us on Facebook.
Yeah, he goes, I do this too. He goes, I also resell.
Yeah, so yeah, there's one that's cool, and he'll send us pictures every now and then of like things he found.
Yeah, and he does really well for himself doing it too. And I guess it's like anything. What exists out there where there's no competition? What, a lighthouse? Person that works in a lighthouse. I mean, anywhere you go in life, you're going to have people that are competition. Okay, and that's fine. That's the American way. That's the whole.
I don't like to think of it as competition. When you go to the thrift stores, there's always going to be stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like how some people make it a competition by, and that's their decision. They could do what they want, obviously, but
it's war.
Some people will camp out literally all day at a thrift store.
There's no rules against it.
And they wait around for the people to bring out new stuff, and then when they bring out new stuff, it's almost like when you see those zombie movies, and it's like the zombies.
It's like what's that movie, World War Z?
Yeah, it's like
they're piling on top of each other, digging through crates.
It reminds me of when a long time ago when I worked as a retail manager, and I had to work Black Friday, and when I had to work Thanksgiving, and when they had all those big sales.
You say where? Does it matter?
A big box store, or a discount retail store.
Big box store.
When I worked for them, people would get real crazy. Some people would get into fights. Like, it was just wild. Some people would get there. Like, if it was a 24-hour store, like the one mine was, where I worked, you would get people that would like literally camp out
Yeah.
like overnight.
Camping chairs, tents.
Yeah, for the latest video game to come
Yeah.
out, the game system, or if there was like some appliance that was on sale and we were only gonna have like a limited, you know, people would get real crazy
You've
with
seen
that.
I'm sure people have seen the videos out there. And
Yeah.
I drew a comic strip one time. It was the one panel where it was like an employee like on the inside of the door, and they're getting ready to open the doors on a Black Friday, and the guy has like one of those speed strips where you know he's gonna roll out, you know, with the spike strips to slow these people down. But I don't know. But yeah.
It gets really wild, and so I see like we both see some people behaving in that manner at the thrift store, and it's, in my opinion, it's very tacky.
Right.
It's rude.
Yeah.
And then you get some other shoppers that will like try to like reach over you, or they like you're looking at something and then they're like right in your face and they want to look at the same thing, and it's like, get away from me.
The worst offenders.
What are you doing?
The worst offenders are mostly at flea markets and stuff. Whenever, and I know it's different from being at the thrift store.
Yeah.
But when you're like looking over like these boxes of things, let's say on the ground or wherever, and you're looking through it. Not that that's your box, but you know you're kind of involved.
Well,
and someone just
looking,
reaches
and
right
it's
in.
like, get away from me.
That's the worst thing.
Yeah.
But back to the thrift store thing. Now there is no law against, you know, chumming. You know, the move is they become friends with or acquainted with the people that work there. You know, hey, what's up, man? Yeah, oh, can I look in this? Oh, yeah, you can look in the cart. Hey.
Well, like
as long
there
as
was a guy.
If the store doesn't have a policy against it, then
there was a guy putting out like some stuff when we went today, and I asked him, "Is it okay if I look?"
yeah.
I ask before,
Yeah,
because I don't want to just, you know.
and that's what they do. But
And that's rude.
But their
Yeah.
move is to look. Then God bless them. That's how they're finding the cream of the crop or the fire, as he said today. There's some fire in there. You know, there's one guy that we
And there's one person that will like, well, not just one. I've heard other people do this where they talk about they'll gloat about
the braggers.
Oh, I found this, and it's
bingo.
It's worth so much money online, and it's like, why are you saying that out loud? The employees will hear you, and then next time that item will come in.
Well, that happens.
Then they'll price it higher.
I told you that's exactly what
like,
I heard today.
Why would you do that?
I heard that exact thing today from the guy we call that we refer to as Sparky that we see here, the other reseller, because he's, you know, and again, look, no hating or nothing like that, but at the same time, you can be cordial to people. You can acknowledge that I've seen you 100 times, and maybe, you know, give someone a smile or a nod, and go, hey, what's up, you know. But no, he's just like, you know, he's just total.
Well, I think some people may not be all there.
Well, that's okay.
You know what I mean?
But
there might be something else going on there.
But this is the guy also who I've told you, and then you got to experience it today. Whenever he walks by me or I walk by him, he'll start humming a little tune. It's like all of a sudden you hear
to try to distract you.
And you heard it today, and you started humming back.
I did.
I was even there.
And I shouldn't have. I should have just, you know.
So Sparky was, you know, looking at stuff on a wall, you know, packaged toys, which I bought a lot of too. And they were putting a bunch of stuff out, and the guy working there who also prices the toy, you know, the merchandise, was talking to him. And he's like, oh, look at this. This is another $20 figure right here.
No, jeez.
And the guy working there goes, really? He goes, yeah, man. He goes, this is the same guy that we heard. I overheard say he knows his S word, right?
Yeah, you shouldn't be like talk. It's very tacky and rude to talk that way for one. And then if the employees are hearing that, whoever's working back there pricing stuff, maybe they'll reconsider. I was just going to go ahead and I overheard this exact conversation. Okay. So he tells the guy shop. He tells Sparky. He goes, really? He goes, and he goes, well, you got to be careful because you know these things, you know. And Sparky's like, well, he goes, I noticed the prices are going up and getting priced out. And the guy told him, he goes, it's probably because, you know, they're hearing you say that's worth so much. He goes, maybe you shouldn't say anything. He goes, yeah. Maybe because he's running his mouth. Just shut up, dude. Yeah, it's like, dude. What are you mad at us for? You're mad at yourself for... He's just bragging about this. It's another like, $20 figure. It's like, dude, shut up. We know there's $20 figures. We know there's figures. Yeah, it's like, I don't need to hear you talk about it. But, you know, but the beautiful thing or the cooler thing is to find... One time, the bag of toys on the wall, I bought something for one thing, and there was something else in there that turned out to be worth like $75. It
It was a wooden giraffe, an old toy from the 40s.
I remember
no clue.
that. I remember.
I bought it for this
Yeah.
bag of toys for something else entirely that wasn't worth anything. But thank God I bought it, because when I looked up that giraffe, I'm like, oh, this is
Nice.
the thing. Yeah, lucky. Anyway,
let's
any
read
comments?
comments.
Yeah.
There's a lot of comments, so thank
Let's
you guys
interact.
for chatting and hanging with us.
Let's interact.
So let's check the comments.
Go ahead.
It's an interactive podcast.
That's right.
I love fall weather, says Toy Painter. We do too. Miss Connie Cleary's here. Hello, Connie. Amputee Adventures says Buenas noches, amigos. I apologize for pronouncing that badly. Don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm enjoying 90s here in Merida, and it'll be 80s in December.
Okay.
I was smart and escaped from frigid Michigan.
Nah, I love it.
Wow. Well, see, some people love the hot weather all the time. I like warm weather, but not really, really hot weather all the time. So I feel like sometimes I need a break, and I like the cooler weather. I do like the change of seasons.
Love it.
Even though when the weather does get really cold and snowy here, there are days where I do miss the warm weather.
Another reason to stay trapped inside your house, put on a crock pot of food and get in some horror movies or comic books. That's the days you stay in. You just look out the window and just chill.
Do you ever find old model kits, says Toy Painter? I would definitely buy them. Every now and then we'll find model pieces and parts, or maybe the instruction book or
We
boxes.
found some of that kind of stuff. Where's the model kit that you found?
Oh, I listed it already, but
Oh.
it's a model kit accessory for like a drag race playset. It's like the camera and the lights, and it's like a little model kit you put together. I did list that on our eBay store.
AMT is the model.
Yeah.
It's the name, the maker of the model.
It was like in the pack, but it looked like it was like missing one piece.
Yeah, that was
So,
old. It's not kind of
I priced
60s.
it lower than other sellers because it looks like it might be missing
Yeah,
a piece.
model kits are definitely some of the first things to go in a thrift store if they're
Yeah.
if they're older. or
Model
made.
kits are hot, and there's a lot of people that collect them.
I sold a box to a 1950s, late 50s model car for like $40, just the box.
Wow.
You know, because it was savers, you know.
Yeah. Hey everyone. Hey Miss Nora.
Hey.
You mean people should or could act polite and nicer? Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Right.
But we
you
try
know?
to. I mean, you know, the whole, because you're going to see these same people everywhere you go. Well, most of them. There's some places we know where it's sparky free. But go ahead.
Well, let's continue on with another subject.
Yeah, go ahead.
Someone says they don't like our complaining. All right. Well, thank you for the feedback, Amputee. That's all right. We're just talking about a story that happened to us.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not all about that. If you're new to that, you could check out our other videos.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe they didn't know what we were about.
Yeah. What stinks is like when you because I'd rather be friends with some of these people or you know.
It'd be better to just be cordial, you know.
Because here's what you can benefit from. It's just like when you go out and about. I mean, there are things that I could care less about, but that I might run into, and I could give somebody the heads up, you know, on something that I know that is reselling or something like that.
Well,
you know, I'd be more than happy to do that.
Well, like sports cards. I don't really deal with sports cards, but if I found like a ton of them, maybe if I knew someone that dealt with sports cards, I would talk to them and let them.
If they were really into it, be like,
Yeah.
hey, dude, I don't know. I know that's your thing. Check out this store or go to this yard sale right now.
Right, because then you could tell them where it's at.
So,
Like, you try to. It'd be better to help each other out.
well, and for
And
instance,
to be
one guy we're friends with,
less.
we're acquainted with.
Yeah.
He asked you just the other day about, we ran into him at a thrift store, and he asked you about Monster High dolls because he just bought a bunch of them.
A fellow scavenger asked about Monster High dolls, and they were just going to lot them up. And I have some that I'm kind of saving because I think in the long run I could part them out.
Mm-hmm.
So some people, and that's totally okay. Everyone has a different selling style. Some people would rather just lot it up and sell it quick. Sometimes with certain things like dolls and figurines, I take my time on, and I'll research every little piece and part them out.
Yeah, so that's right. We're not here to complain. We're here to entertain.
Yeah,
and show
we're not
you the
complaining. We were venting a little bit.
Yeah, venting.
Yes, and now we're moving on.
God, could you imagine if you were a psychologist or psychiatrist?
Mm.
They're sitting there listening to you and they go, "Please quit complaining now." I'm not doing it.
All right, so
yes, we're gonna get into
let's
something. You want to do a
see.
virtual haul?
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to do a virtual
Okay.
haul, but then there's a
first-
few things we could talk about, like how we thrift, different thrifting styles. So, like today, and we'll show the haul in a little bit, I was shopping all the costume jewelry because it looked like they put out a lot of new different costume pieces.
Because the last time we were there,
it was bare.
It was barren.
It was
right?
empty.
So.
So when I went there today, there was a lot of costume jewelry hanging up. So I
didn't see you for a while.
Yeah, I spent time to look through the whole section of costume jewelry. I grabbed anything and put it in my cart that I thought would look interesting or thought that could be good. And then I went, when I'm done shopping that section, then I go and research it. And I put some things back. I kept some things in my cart. So yeah, I mean, maybe you go right to the media or the toys, right? When you go thrifting.
I do.
We have different thrift styles.
Yeah, I'll usually hit the media first, like DVDs, CDs, records, things like that, because they're easy to ship, and you'd be surprised at the value of some of this stuff. I just sold, matter of fact, a Walt Disney World, whatever, Disneyland Haunted Mansion CD for $50.
Wow.
I paid $1.99 for it, maybe, plus whatever discount I got that day, 20%. But the thing was, yeah, this was, I couldn't believe it myself. I'm like, okay, when I looked at the solds on it, it was $50, easy. Like all day there were multiple ones. It's a rare out of print CD, and it's from 2013. It's really not even that old. But doesn't matter. I put it up. I mean, I listed it maybe a week ago. It sold for $50, right in time for the Halloween season, of course.
Books.
So yeah, I mean, so it's like that, a low, investment that you pay for $1 or $2. Sometimes a quarter, 50 cents. CDs. Matter of fact, at the yard sale, one of the yard sales we went to, a couple yard sales the same day.
Yeah.
People just gave me remember that? Like you could just take those movies.
That's right. Yeah, because they didn't want to.
A couple stacks of DVDs.
They didn't want to deal with it.
They weren't.
Yeah.
Now, were they worth anything? I don't think they really were ultimately, but they were free. And
maybe you could reuse the cases.
Or I can donate them to Savers to get a 20% discount.
Yeah,
ticket,
there you go. You could donate them.
Whatever. It works out perfectly. So anyway.
So, different thrift styles, different things we look for. So then we have the haul. Then I did have an eBay return this week.
Now don't complain.
Yes, I won't complain too much. I'll try to keep it.
No, but this is an actual account of events.
Thing that happened.
Yes.
So I talked about it a little bit last week. It was a vintage lady's robe, like a vintage velvet like house coat that sold for $20 plus shipping. I had it at $29.99 plus shipping. I bought this at an estate sale years ago for maybe $1 or $2. The lady goes, "Oh, it's not as described. It didn't fit right. There's a hole in it."
Did you tell her to quit complaining? Don't complain.
No, I didn't really say much. I just
joking.
replied with, "If you're unhappy with the item, send it back." I try not to get, sometimes people, like this person was asking me a lot of questions from the beginning and then telling me like all this personal stuff about herself in different messages, and then wanted to return this robe.
Yeah.
So she sent it back to me, and I opened the box.
Woo! We could smell it before you took it out.
It reeked of perfume.
And some VO.
And VO, like she wore it for a while.
Lounging around.
And then decided to return it. So I'm not reselling that, I'm just going to throw it away. And then where there was a loose button, it looks like there was a hole ripped in it. Like that looks new, like I don't know. It didn't look right. It looks like she damaged it.
Well,
so.
I think it was one of those things where they ordered it and they wore it. Apparently,
they definitely wore it around for a while, and she probably just thought, "Oh, I'll wear it for whatever," and then just send it back. Maybe she thought it was a rental service instead. Maybe she just thought the house coat was on loan. But it's not good. I did report that person to eBay.
This robe muffles my farts too much. It's too thick.
However, how do I say it? Because I love eBay, so I don't want to complain about eBay. It's just that there's certain instances where they side too much with the seller, and then or too much with the buyer, and then the seller kind of suffers from it.
Well,
so I did have to accept the return and give her money back.
Right.
But now that the transaction is done, I can block that person from buying again.
Here's what's uneven about the eBay return policy, okay? And I think this is the problem with it. There's not two categories of sellers. There's not these sellers that can replenish something. Like
there's the sellers that will sell like a lot of new stuff, like Amazon
there
stuff.
Should be, there should be sellers that sell all new stuff and have multiple quantities. There should be a return policy separate from people who have a one-of thing that they can't. Because how many of you ordered something out there and you get it and it's some crazy item, might be $50, and you contact like Amazon and go, oh, this isn't the right thing. They go, just keep that. We'll send you the right one. It's like, because it's weird how much other sellers.
They're a larger company, and the items that do get returned to them, they liquidate to reclaim some of that money.
We can't.
And they do so much in volume and profit that they could just be more loosey-goosey with their returns.
Right, and I don't think that applies to a
it
seller.
Does not apply to. It shouldn't apply to the smaller sellers or to eBay, but eBay does. Like you can choose to have. I do have 30-day returns. I do, but whether you have returns in your store or not,
it doesn't matter.
Someone can still buy something on eBay and then report it as item not as described. And they can still get away with, if they complain enough, they could still get their way if they throw a temper tantrum.
Sure. It sounds like the only way that they would that eBay would actually decide in the favor of the seller is if in writing, like in a correspondence, that the buyer says something like, they incriminates themselves. But if they don't, maybe. So
that's another reason to when I ship out items that are more expensive, it's good to add insurance to make sure the item is covered.
Yep.
So let's say you have a return and maybe it was sent back damaged. I don't know. You might be able to. You try your best to cover your butt. You take good pictures. You have good descriptions. You try to measure everything properly. You try your best. And sometimes you will get a return like, hey, this doesn't fit right. I want to send it back.
Right.
That's fine. I got a $99 return 2 weeks ago. No problem. The guy bought the blazer. He said it didn't fit him. It was a little too tight. I said, okay, send it back. He sent it back. I refunded it to him. And he sent it back in the same condition as I sold it to him. He didn't cover it in cologne.
And BO.
He didn't sweat in it and put BO on it. You know what I mean? I'm able to resell that jacket, no problem. I returned him his money. That was fine. No complaints there. But then sometimes you'll get one that's issues and problems.
And what's the other thing another thing we've noticed about selling is on eBay, if an interested buyer, a prospective buyer asks a lot of questions, even though some of it's just because someone messaged me about a bobblehead I had, a Snoopy bobblehead.
Yeah.
And they go, I see that it's used, but what's the condition? You can't get any better than taking. There's full panoramic shots of this thing.
See, look at all the photos in detail, and then you know what condition it's in.
Because there might be something I missed or not describing the way you'd like me to describe it. So you almost could look at this thing virtually by looking at pictures and zooming in. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't get any much better. It doesn't get much better.
Of course, if there's any flaws, you're supposed to point them out. Like if there's a rip.
Yeah.
The paint is worn. There's a loose button.
I'll do that. Sometimes I'll do that.
Discolor, whatever the case may be for the item. Yeah. But you pointed out, with comic books, I put in the description, I am not a professional grader. Yeah. Please review the photos. My photos reflect the item.
See, and those I would say things like that, like comic books and the greeting cards and baseball cards. Those are probably the most anal as far as
collectors condition.
But I have had no problem with any of the comic books I've sold, and I do the same thing on grading.
Same with records too.
Records, everything.
Because records can also be graded, but we're not professional graders, so we try to take as many detailed photos as we can. Yeah. And then we, just please review the photos. Yeah. We're not graders.
Message me with questions. You know, if I can isolate something that you have a question about this item. Yeah, but you would think that, you know, I know you said it was in good condition, but it's actually in acceptable. Nothing. You get your books, you get your records, and they're like, thank you, and they
review the photos, they decide if they want to buy it or not,
problem.
and if it's good, they buy it.
And stuff at decent prices too. And I'm shocked at what sometimes people will complain about versus the people that you would really think would come back and say, hey man, you know.
Toy Painter says, is there anything you collect while checking out for reselling? Yes.
Huh?
Is there anything that you collect when shopping for stuff to resell?
Oh.
Is there anything you collect while
like
while you're
buy
checking out for reselling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we buy clothes at the thrift store. Sometimes we look, you know, if we find vintage Halloween.
Yeah, but collecting, yeah, I mean,
you know, like some stuff we'll buy and we'll be like, well, that's really cool. I think I'm gonna keep that.
Yeah, records, CDs.
Yeah,
music.
sometimes we do keep, you know, but not a whole lot, just like a little bit here and there.
Actually, I just did that today. I bought, and the other day I bought a copy. And I have these movies somewhere laying around, but now I have them at the ready. And, you know, for a few bucks, I figure, you know, I deserve it. I bought Long Kiss Goodnight with Sam Jackson and Gina Davis, which you said you haven't seen.
I have not seen that.
I think when you see it, you'll remember it.
Okay.
But it's I love that movie.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing it.
It's so much fun about a bad ASS. Well, I won't give anything away.
Yeah.
Because you haven't seen it guys yet. And and the Adventures in Babysitting.
Oh, I know that movie.
Such a good movie.
That's a fun movie.
It's a fun.
That's a good kids movie.
Crazy night adventure movie, which I love. But and I have these movies laying around, but like I said, they're who knows where they are. But now I'll keep them in the living room close for viewing.
Okay. Oh, we could build a fort out of all the movies and VHS that he's got.
I feel bad for you when I pay. I mean, I know what you're gonna do with all this stuff. With a big yard sale.
Run an estate sale. But I have to sort through it all and probably put it online.
Oh my lord!
Put the real good stuff online.
We'll have to go thrifting for years.
Hopefully that's not for a very long time.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a haul. We're going to show you our thrift haul.
Ooh.
And then after that, we're going to talk about show updates.
Mummy the Monkey Show.
Mummy and the Monkey show updates. So this podcast might run a little bit longer than what we normally do, but that's okay. You can always catch the replay later if you can't watch it all live right now.
No complaining.
Yeah.
All right.
Positive vibes.
Right.
All right. So, Mummy and Monkey related, I found some shoes I could wear as a costume.
Hey, yo.
These are knockoff Louboutins, and they look real enough. They're just funny.
It's not Louboutin like a guy. It's it's Louboutin. Is that French or something?
Louboutin.
Louboutin? I don't know.
Louboutin.
And those Louboutins, if you don't know, are really expensive shoes their trademark is the red underneath.
The red bottoms. Yeah, these are I thought they could have been real when I first saw them, but then after looking at them more closely, I'm like, these have to be fake. Nah. But I'm like, I'm not going to resell them. It's not good to sell knockoffs. I'm just going to use these for a costume. You know, so
nice.
For cosplay.
So she collects shoes.
For our show, maybe switch up the different shoes.
Yeah.
All right, so this is really cool. James found this, and I thought it was really cute. It's a 1960s goofy art print of like a little girl with a kitten. And then I have this in my cart, and a lady walks by me, and she goes, "Is that you when you were a kid?"
She said the same thing I said. I said, "Look, it's little Janet."
That's me with my kid. That's funny.
It's just funny. It just kind of...
But I thought that was cute. Maybe I could sell that locally or something.
Oh, these look big three.
James says you can find a lot of Halloween stuff at Goodwill.
Where?
Because we haven't been finding a lot of Halloween stuff. I think when Halloween comes in at the thrift stores now, people buy it up real quick.
Now, when we went to a Goodwill the other day, we did find a lot of Christmas. Like big blow molds, like Santa blow molds, snowman blow molds.
Yeah, we keep finding vintage Christmas.
Yeah.
But not the vintage Halloween.
No, there used to be a time where I would walk into, you know how that we walk into like a Goodwill.
I used to find tons of them. We used to buy cartloads of those pumpkin pails and the blow molds.
Yeah.
And now I think other people are onto it and they're buying it up too.
The honey hole used to have that whole back shelf where the glasses and plates are now.
Oh yeah.
That used to be
They used to have a whole wall of Halloween, and now the thrift stores, it's all like new stuff.
It's great.
We're seeing a lot of new costume stuff, but not a lot of like the the vintage.
Well, Goodwill Savers, they have their own branded Halloween section now, and then I think they probably do it for Christmas too. But
yeah,
but they definitely have but it's all new, China sourced stuff that they brand.
right. So maybe like for Easter we'll find Halloween, since we're finding Christmas stuff when we're trying to find Halloween. Movie and Toy Collector 13 is here. A fellow YouTuber. Hello, Movie and Toy Collector 13.
There.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us.
Hello there.
So you found Pokemons.
I found, Pokemon's not my strong suit. I spent $116 today
Whoa.
on stuff, but
gotta catch them all, right?
I guess so. These are weird because each one of them seem to have like a little, has a coin inside, a little plastic coin.
They're like metal Pokemon balls.
So if anyone knows what these are out there, because I'm going to be asking y'all anyway at some point, because I don't know about this stuff.
Trying the action figure.
I will. This will keep everybody busy online. But these like metal Pokemon balls. But wait, there's more. I wonder if these are the contents. Because okay.
And then
there's
like
these
cards?
weird. Look at these.
Are those
these?
cards?
Are those stickers?
What is that?
I don't. Okay, so this is. I don't know. These are all in Japanese. So Pokemon.
They look like little clear stickers, little like decals.
Don't take a lot.
Or no, these are sleeve protectors.
Are they? Here, check these out.
Those are card protectors.
These are Japanese sealed. You're like, I wish I would have found
Pokemon card game.
I don't know what they are, but they're all in Japanese.
They're protectors.
Those are just sleeves?
Yeah, those are sleeves. It's just showing you that you can. Yeah, these are card sleeves to protect your Pokemon or sports cards.
Yeah.
But this one's new in the pack, so you could probably. I mean, that'd be easy to ship.
It would
or
be.
If you have collectible cards you need to protect.
I don't know. All I know is I bought a lot of Pokemon cards. Now I know these look like they say 2020, so they're.
Let me see those.
But look at those! Holy mackerel! How much was that thing? Was it
2017? These are newer ones.
Yes. What was the price? $7.99 for that.
You paid $7.99 for this, along with some protectors. Ugh. So someone had a Pokemon collection.
Yes.
And James bought it all.
Well, Sparky got some, so.
It's all right.
Me and Sparky bought it.
You know, it's there for anyone to shop.
Yeah, I know. So, hey, check this out.
So there's that bag.
Here's the cool thing. Was I saw this little guy. Sparky didn't see him. It's a Hunchback of Notre Dame from Universal Monsters. It's a plush.
Mm-hmm. Those are great. I have
with the tag.
I have a Bride of Frankenstein one, and I think a few others. I think we have a creature one. But yeah, those are really cute. The little Universal Monsters plush.
1999 and 98.
Yeah, those are from the 90s.
There's Quasimodo, the Hunchback. See his little hunchy back?
He's cute.
He's super cute.
Super cute. Will he fit there?
Don't mind.
Okay. I'll show something else I got. Creepy dolls. Lots of creepy dolls. So these were $2.99 for a whole bag of them. Yeah, they're like vintage crafting dolls where you would make outfits for them. But, $2.99 for a whole bag. Well, we each got 20% off.
Yes.
So I thought, one listing, and then I've got like 4 or 5 dolls here, so that'll be easy to list. I might do like, I don't know, $10 or something on them. But I like that they're new in the pack like that.
So, I mean, I should be able to,
And then you've got more Pokemon.
More Pokemon cards. I mean, these are all like, big freaking bags of them.
Nice.
I don't know, and I've done this already, but took a stack of these things and looked every one of them up. It's so time consuming. Hopefully I can figure out, there must be an easy way to figure out what's what. No, but to understand if I'm looking at a 2017 card, do I care about any of them?
Well, I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
You'll have to research, right?
I know, that's what I'm saying. At some point, hopefully.
I mean, you bought that, so now you have to look them up.
It's part of the knowledge, gaining the knowledge, yeah. There's a Pokemon, Shining Fates. It's not, there's no card game in here.
It's to hold your cards, right?
But yeah, Sparky grabbed it. There was another one like this, but something like this, and he grabbed that one. He didn't see this one, I don't know why. Right in front of his 4 eyes. Let's see. There's a Godzilla toy. This was $5. I mean, the prices on these things are ridiculous, but if it's,
Godzilla.
This is a new chubby Godzilla.
Chubby Godzilla.
Yeah.
He's cute.
It's a smaller toy.
The tail's very articulate.
Yeah, he's got I say, can knock buildings down, I guess, or whatever. Or slap you in the face. He's got a slappy tail, and I did.
Or scare cats with.
Yeah, I did find another Godzilla, but Here he is.
Oh, you've got like a whole bag of creatures.
$6.99. These are the most random prices. But this one's a different. This is a. Oh, he's missing the end of his tail. Gosh, darn America.
Darn it.
That's okay. Someone will still buy him.
He's cool.
But this is a different Godzilla.
He's got like long claws. Yeah.
I don't know. This might be. It's a Bandai one, so that's pretty cool. But I think somebody's still buying for a decent price. Tail or no tail.
All right, I don't know. It just looked really neat. It was $1.29 sealed. Aunt B's home roast coffee.
Oh, Andy.
Doesn't that? I mean, that reminds me of like Andy Griffith, right? Aunt B's.
Babe.
It's like a giant travel coffee mug.
Ain't babe.
But it also has like the convenient food mart kind of
It is. It's
logo on it. So maybe that was coffee they sold there.
I don't know.
But I don't know. It's kind of fun. So I'll have to figure that one out.
Here, this was cool. You were drooling over these tarot cards.
Yes, he found tarot cards.
These were $1.99 for the pack of these two.
I've sold tarot cards before, and they're fun to sell.
It's got a Shopkins notebook in there.
Like gothy witchy people buy them.
But
it's
yeah,
fun.
check it out. Some
Which
tarot
ones?
cards. Celestial Tarot, this could be the good one right here.
And then what's the other one?
Looks like generic tarot. Oh no, Secrets of Tarot.
Secrets of Tarot.
Shh, it's a secret. So yeah, baby, this could be one of the big finds of the day.
Nice.
It's got nice.
Those might be better than the Pokemon cards.
Man, more than likely, yeah. Bought the wrong cards.
Jason, thank you for commenting. He says that's old school. I remember that coffee mug. Oh, do you remember if that was from Convenient?
It is convenient.
It is convenient?
Yeah, I can guarantee you that.
That's a fun retro mug, and I'm really surprised that it's still in the plastic wrap.
Well, that's cool. It's one of those ones that aren't supposed to fall over.
Yeah, it's like a nice, boom, coffee.
and I just kind of, at some point, got really punch drunk with some of this stuff because there's so much of it.
Yeah, you went like on a frenzy there.
But there's like a lot of mini figures.
Lots of little toys.
And,
Connie says, how much for the tarot cards?
I don't know yet.
We don't know yet, Miss Connie. But our links are in the video description for the eBay stores, and then you could always message us on Facebook or through email.
Yes.
And we could get back with you.
Absolutely. Now that's from Fallout. Or what's this little guy from Fallout?
That's from Fallout.
Okay.
The little blonde guy.
It looks like there's other figures. Why do you say 3 or 4 arms every figure? Or the
Maybe
woman
it's
does.
supposed to look like they're moving.
Yeah, look at the woman does. She's got 6 arms. That's weird. Or do they mutate in Fallout? Is that what it is?
It is
Radiation based game?
like a kind of like a post
Apocalyptical?
Yeah, like that type of setting.
There's at least 3 Fallout figures in here, minifigures. So
that might be.
$1.99.
Jason says definitely convenient food mart, some sort of discount club. Guessing mid-90s. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yep. So you get
Vintage.
more coffees.
And it looks like it has a flat bottom, like it would fit on someone's dashboard. Like maybe like a trucker person, or like if you have a trucker or van, it would just it would just sit on the dash.
Mm-hmm.
Drive and have your coffee. I found
bottom mugs. Now this is a good find.
I found Mickey. He was only $3.99.
And usually Mickey Mouse stuff isn't that great.
Mickey.
But
he's marked Knickerbocker, Hollywood, California, Walt Disney. He's about $30. One sold for $29.99, and he still has his nose. There's some other ones on eBay that sold, but the little nose broke, and they only went for like $10. But yeah, so he could be good. That little guy's good, and he's plastic. He'll be easy to send out.
Yeah, again, I just have bags of like toys of like
so many little figures. Do you want to hold some of them up to the camera?
Transformers, Angry Birds.
Or maybe do a separate video showing them?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, that could be fun where you can actually Little Mermaid. There's the matching Japanese figures, whatever these guys are, anime looking. They're just like every Tinkerbell. I mean, Jabba the Hutt.
There's Pez dispensers in there,
R2D2
like Star Wars
and Yoda.
Pez.
Like, this is just like $2.99. This is probably
random grab bag of toys. Yeah, I love the baggies are fun to shop.
Look, Scooby Doo is popular. This is a Scooby Doo plush from It's got the Nickelodeon tag on it. See that? Or Cartoon Network.
So that's 90s.
It's 90s. It's
90s Scooby Doo.
It's a Scooby Doo Sports. I don't know, but who knows with that.
I found clothes. What brand is this?
Bags of toys.
Peyton Jensen, new with the tag. Blue tags were half off, so this little sweater was like $4 and something. But the department store wanted $58 for it. I have not looked up this brand yet. So there's the tag there. But, yeah, brand new with the tag for $4. I thought I'd try it because it looked like a nice, like, fancy sweater. And then I grabbed, so you found a bunch of Pokemon and figurines. This Barbie doll was in this plastic baggie, and this was marked $2.99. But I didn't grab the bag for the Barbie doll. I grabbed it for what the Barbie was wearing.
Yes.
The Barbie was wearing a 1960s vintage Barbie outfit.
Is that authentic then?
This is authentic.
Wow.
It has the zipper in the back, like an actual zipper for your Barbie.
A metal zipper.
A metal zipper. Now they use Velcro on everything.
You mean a loop?
Hook and loop.
Hook and loop. They don't
Hook and
get
loop.
a Vera on their video.
But there's that, and then it has a matching jacket. So I have to look up to see what set that's from, but it's really adorable. So for $3, I found a vintage Barbie doll outfit.
What could it be worth?
I have sold some Barbie doll dresses for like $70.
Wow, vintage.
Some don't sell for as much. Some maybe only go for $20. Maybe some only $15. It depends on the rarity, the condition. Kind of like when people look for G.I. Joe pieces and parts or He-Man.
Yeah.
It depends on how rare it is.
It's funny because the guy that was the fellow that was putting that stuff out, he even recognized that wasn't the. He said, "Well, the doll doesn't look old, but the outfit does." I couldn't really tell.
All I told him was,
because he asked you.
I'm like, the doll looks newer, but the outfit looks nice. Yeah. That's all I told him.
But my point
I'm not gonna go bragging and be like, "Oh, dude, it's so," I'm not gonna do that.
But the point is, the guy putting the stuff away is also the guy that prices some of this stuff.
Yeah.
And he has a kind of an idea.
He has an idea,
which is cool. Here's an Olivia pig. You know the character Olivia.
Yes.
I don't know if that's her, if that's her, or if they're. I don't read the book. It's for like the kids, right? But I've had success with selling some Olivia stuff in the past.
Was that like a PBS
No,
thing,
it's just a
like
a
cable
really
or
popular kind of I'd say it's kind of a little bit more of a higher end sort of kids story.
Oh, okay.
Very artsy. I've sold some Olivia, an alarm clock, and some bookends I found. So this,
nice.
I don't know what this would be.
The Bargain Barons are here with us.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Bargain Barons. Thank you for watching us. This is our Living the Scream podcast. We're doing a little haul video.
Live haul video.
And after the haul, then we'll get back into Mummy and the Monkey updates. Let's see. Someone else had a question. Do you guys buy this much stuff every week?
No. Yes.
Yes and no. Only if we find cool stuff that we think is worth buying. If we don't find much, we won't buy much.
Speak for yourself.
And we try to list and sort through it all. I have almost 1,700 listings.
I'm not that far behind. So.
Yeah, and you have about 1,600 listings.
So let's keep going with the haul video. So I picked up these books, and books are kind of fun because you can ship a media mail, and now with eBay you can actually add insurance on the media mail. You can insure it because not all books and records are created equal. A $10 record versus a $100 record, and there are ones out there that are worth even more than that. You should be able to get those covered and not pay the big prices you would media or whatever. Or, regular USPS priority.
Yeah, the media mail postage is nice. And then with eBay, like you shipped out some expensive records where you were able to add insurance to media mail.
These were...
Through eBay. It was like an eBay exclusive.
I can't think of the name of them right now, but I bought these at the same Savers we just went to several weeks ago. It was, they're old records it's basically for a system that department stores used to have that would play background music, kind of like Muzak. What they call like background music or Muzak. Now they just play the actual songs in stores, and you mostly hear actual songs. And I wonder if they do that just because, so they would, so it gets dinged and copyright things on YouTube. I don't know. But anyway, there was a specific record player or a sound system. It was like a record player that would play a specific record that had a different aperture in the middle, hole in the middle. Anyway, I found boxes of these things, like about maybe 5 or 6 boxes. Each box had 12 records in it. I think they were, I'm going to say they were $5 a piece, I think. I bought them all, and I had them up for $400 for all of them. Someone offered me $250 for. So I sold them all for $250 just the other day. Yeah, and I was able to send them media mail and insure them. You know, at $4 more to cover the $250 if something happens to them.
Yeah, it's really nice being able to insure media if you're sending out something that's rare or higher dollar like that. And Bargain Barons, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That's really sweet. You guys, super chat is on there. It isn't required, but it is appreciated if you enjoy watching and listening to the podcast.
And thanks, Bargain Barons, for the plugs you've been putting on your show of us, the little promos.
Thank you.
We're going to cut a Halloween one for you, so be looking for that.
We recorded something new. We just haven't done anything with it yet.
Yeah.
There's some video we still need to edit.
Okay. And I was going to say, so books, you know, those are good to look into as well.
You found rare books?
Yeah, here's the media section of my haul. Yeah, this one's called Convict Tattoos. And it's just it's a book on different tattoos convicts have. I mean, the title is self-explanatory, right?
I was telling him in the car, that looks like a book that someone would have in their tattoo parlor, like on a coffee table or something, or someone that's a tattoo enthusiast.
Sure. Well, here's the thing:
they could have that on display because it's an interesting book.
Well, it's a subject matter because there was another tattoo book that I looked up. Their books were like $3.99 a piece. There was this another tattoo book. This one comps for $30 all day. I mean, that's what it sells for.
Nice.
Sold. The other one, nothing.
Wow.
$4 asking price. So you know it's not going to comp for anything. This book, I just knew it looked kind of neat and artsy. Love for Sale. Hey-o. Right? I don't... the words and pictures of Barbara Kruger. Not related to Freddie, I hope. Text by Kate Linker. It's some artsy, you know... I'll say pop art, but it's got like all these like big images.
So it's an artsy, like a coffee table book.
Yeah. So I looked it up, and then what I did was I said, hey Janet, can you look this up for me? And tell me what eBay said. You looked it up. And
some people are trying to sell them for like $90.
Yeah, I think a signed one's going for $400. A sold on this was $50. So $4 and the $50, I take it. I mean, and it looks like I might sit on it for a little bit. But I don't know. But I paid $3.99. It does have a bend in the cover of all the books. Why does this one have to have a bend? But it does. It has a crease. But again, so they'll get a discount. I mean, for $40, it was $3.99. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Bargain Baron says 16 watching and only 12 thumbs up. Don't forget to throw up a like, everyone.
That's right.
Thank you, Bargain Baron.
Look at that receipt.
Jeez. This I grabbed for $2.99 because it had this weird egg in the bag.
Get a close up of
it's
that.
like a crafting bag.
Yeah.
And it had a couple thimbles in it. And then this weird egg thing. But when you open it, there's a fancy thimble in there.
It's weird.
I don't think
Take it off the show them it's like on a little...
Boop. So there it is.
A little nubbin.
Yeah, but it's just very strange. So I'm like, you know what? Strange and Unusual seems to do okay on eBay. So for $2.99, I thought I'd grab that. And the other thimble, I have to see if it's sterling. This other one might be silver. I don't know. But there's like another one in there. I also bought a ton of jewelry. A ton of costume jewelry.
Yes, you did.
I did. And then a pair of jeans for myself. Woo! Let's see. Oh, so this is new with the tag. Cabbie. This is a big blingy belt buckle.
A big chunky.
And when I looked up Cabbie, C-A-B-I, it's a ladies brand. When I looked up Cabbie belt buckles,
it's a ladies brand.
I couldn't find this exact one. But some people had belt buckles and Cabbie belts priced between like $30 and $80. And Savers wanted $3.99, and we also had 20% off. So we're like, yeah, I'll take that home. It's blingy, it's fun.
Heck yeah.
That's a lot of bling there. I also bought a paperweight for $2.99.
Now
it's a glass paperweight with the little bubbles in there.
Now tell them what you told me about.
There's another YouTuber called Texas Gal Treasures, and I remember watching a video she did about glass paperweights. Something with the bubbles in the glass, where they're popular, and she has sold some unusual paperweights in the past. So I thought, I'll give that a try because it does look really cool. Has a cool look. And then I bought some like necklaces that are signed. This one is signed Pam Heron. It's like a big, like beaded necklace. The ones that are signed sometimes can be good. This one's Fossil, like the brand Fossil, like Fossil watches.
Very cool.
And that's like a big locket necklace. And it says Fossil on the back. I think this is all made out of brass. And this one was $5.99, but it looked really cool. I thought it was worth it.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then
You got a field day in the jewelry.
a couple others that I think might be sterling, and then this really big brooch. It's a vintage cameo.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
It's a vintage cameo that might be gold filled. I don't know, but it looks kind of older. It's kind of cool. So I think that's most of my haul. I think I'm good showing off.
Very good.
Off things right now.
Yeah, and I'll just
if you
wrap
want
it
to
up.
finish up yours.
Yeah, just with some media. It's not really. This one I couldn't find anything on, but it looks hilarious. It's called Leslie.
And I'll be right back.
Doorman's Daughter, or Poor Doorman's Daughter. Maybe that's why I couldn't find it. I looked up Poor Man's Daughter. But it's some odd CD with, I don't know, it doesn't matter. You don't have to see all that. Picked up these things. They're called Adventures in Odyssey audio series. I think these are like Bible, Christian sort of based stories. They're all, it's CD, not DVD, but they're these things. And I know they make DVDs and animated things too, but I think these are just all like audio stuff. It looks like these could sell. I'm gonna probably lot them up in a group of these three, which are multi-disc sets. I might be able to get, I don't know, $30-40 for all three of these together. They're $1.99 a piece, less than 20% discount. Billie Holiday, that's just for me. Picked up that CD. And this is the one that really was the first one I scanned in and looked up. It's called Calamus, The Splendor of Al-Andalus. Arab and Andalusian music, or Arab Andalusian music of 12th to the 15th centuries. It looks like there's these groups.
Can I see it?
Or these musicians with all these really interesting instruments. But that one, when I scanned it in, I think new at $65. It probably
Andalusian?
Andalusian. Yeah. I might get $50 for that one. I'm gonna try for it.
So it's like
I don't know, but I can't wait to listen to that one.
like it's people playing like
Authentic instruments.
old timey music from that era.
From their century, yeah.
Yeah.
The period.
That's interesting.
Very cool. But I don't know. I go through each CD. My technique is I pick up a chunk of CDs and I'll just like rifle through them.
Mm-hmm.
And any that kind of look interestingly different, I can just kind of tell. I don't know how to explain it. It's just sort of a vibe I get.
I guess from your experience of being a music fan and collecting,
I just have a lot of CDs from over the years, thousands.
And then you just,
So
I guess you get a knack for it.
Maybe,
What's unique and different.
Right. You
kind
can
of
tell.
like how when the bargain barons go out looking for like Sherman vintage jewelry, or they look for they have experience with it, with collecting and selling.
And you could just tell by the way something looks,
I'm sure
like
that
a piece looks, that you're like, this is just junk jewelry.
yeah, like if you've
as
been
opposed
looking,
to something that's unique.
if you're experienced with certain items, you have that experience. You just know, like, hey, this could be good.
Yeah, but another good thing about media, like especially CDs and DVDs and VHS, is yes, people are hip that there's some that are worth a lot of money out there, and but there's so much of it, and who wants to deal with it? Who wants to look up every CD? I do.
It's tedious, and not everyone wants to put the time into it. So anyway, I get it.
That's pretty much my haul. I got that. I got this guitar I was playing in the beginning of the show for $8. It's a made in Taiwan, cheapy.
Like a beginner guitar?
I might keep it. Yeah, it's a kid's kind of guitar thing.
Maybe use it as a prop.
And this thing that you're like, I wouldn't buy that. Well, I bought it mostly for the frame, if nothing else. But it's a poster. It's a gallery poster for a showing of a Native American artist, a photographer, I believe. I have to look up more on him. But
it is a nice frame. But
with a frame we could totally use if this isn't. Well, if I sell this, it'll probably be.
Take the frame out.
The poster will be be rolled up.
Just sell the poster.
Because I don't like shipping the glass like this that big. Anyway.
Okay.
So there's the haul. Hopefully you enjoyed the haul part. I don't know. I was babbling. But at least we weren't complaining.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So yeah, I think that wraps up the reselling part of it. Now we're gonna switch gears and we're gonna talk about the Mummy and the Monkey, our weekly live streaming show. And I'm really excited because we're filming something this weekend for our Halloween special.
We have a concept. Can we announce the name of it?
Yes, just let's not go into too many.
No, but the title of the Pumpkin Spice 5.
Pumpkin Spice 5, Buried Alive.
Ooh, the Mummy and the Monkey's Pumpkin Spice 5, Buried Alive.
So this will be our 5th Halloween special, and we name all of our Halloween specials Pumpkin Spice.
Yeah.
Because around this time of year, you see pumpkin spice flavored everything. So why not? You know.
One of these days, we have to put out a DVD, a pumpkin spice DVD that actually smells like pumpkin spice.
Maybe include like a pumpkin spice air freshener.
Yeah, something like that. Well, that's down the line.
Yeah, I don't know how we could. We'll have to figure that out.
Or just put scratch and sniff on there, even though it doesn't smell like it. Like, know that there are people out there trying it. It doesn't smell like anything. We should probably do that.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
And we should be getting our Blu-rays soon.
For a new something different.
Skits and Giggles Volume 2. It's a new special we're putting out. Hopefully very soon on Blu-ray. It should be arriving
tomorrow.
Hopefully tomorrow.
In the rain. We gotta watch.
We have to watch.
They'll put it. I know where they'll put it, so we should maybe leave something there they can put it in, or I don't know.
No, we'll just keep an eye out. Just keep an eye out for the delivery person.
Right.
But yeah, once we get as soon as we get those delivered to our door, we're going to open one and test it out to make sure we're good to sell them.
To hawk them.
Make sure they play good.
That's right, because we want to get them into your hot little hands at Cinema Wasteland, and then after that, we'll make them available.
Online.
Online, yeah.
Yeah, so Cinema Wasteland's coming up October 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, 2021 at the Holiday Inn in Strongsville. All the information is on cinemawasteland.com. And they had some guests cancel, some guests they recently acquired. I heard Fred Olin Ray is going to be one of the guests.
Yes.
He made a bunch of like cheesy 80s and 90s movies. There's one really cheesy one he did that stands out called like Bikini Chainsaw Massacre or Bikini Chainsaw Hookers or something.
That one I like too.
There's like some really goofy ones that he made that are just, it's fun, it's cheesy.
Bikinis and chainsaws?
Yes.
I'm there. Count me in.
Movie and Toy Collector 13 says, I only own your first 3 Pumpkin Spice Halloween specials. I'm going to need 4 and 5 for the collection.
Well.
Didn't we have...
4 was just
4
online
was a
only.
live version, right?
Yeah, 4 was you can watch it. And if you know how to download Facebook videos, technically I guess you can download it. And
or should we
should release
get that from our archives and put that also on
it was a stream from
DVD.
it was an off-location stream, and I don't know how good it is.
Oh, that was from the museum.
Yeah, so if we did anything, we'd have to actually recreate it somehow,
or maybe just have it free for people to watch. The video quality.
It's the free one, and if you want to rip it and burn it, go for it for your collection. We can't stop you to do that.
Yeah, Pumpkin Spice 4 is kind of like the it's like the lost spice.
Yes, but it's in our Facebook archives. If you go back and look for, I don't know what episode
it goes back from 2 years ago.
Yeah, I can find what episode it is later and post it on here.
Now, what special did we do last year? Was that the virtual trick or treats?
Yes.
We did something different last year. We didn't even. I don't think we put out Pumpkin Spice last year.
We did not because of the pandemic, and it just kind of rattled everything, and there wasn't a convention to sell it at, last year, so I think we just kind of put that on the shelf.
Yeah, we put out it was more of a kid-friendly thing. We had live streaming for people to watch.
We did this weird thing last Halloween where we thought we'd do virtual trick-or-treating, and the idea was I think we showed a movie or some kind of weird little things, but whenever it would come back to Janet and Grimm, we were in front of a door. And you would hear trick or treat, and we'd open the door, and there you see us, as if you're looking in. And we had instructed people before, if you're watching it with your kids or whatever, have them sitting in front of the TV or the computer or whatever, with their trick or treat bags ready, and you have a bowl of candy ready
to put in their bag.
And Grimm and Decay would pretend to, we actually had a bowl of candy, and we would pretend to drop it off a camera, and it was a little complicated idea, but then the parents were to drop the candy
to pretend that they were
yes.
trick-or-treating because it was during 2020 when
Way
a
ahead
lot
of
of
its
people
time.
weren't going out.
This
So
idea was
we were just doing it to be kind of, you know, just to do something fun.
It was the idea that was so ahead of its time, it didn't make any sense. But we tried it, and that also is probably, it should be archived on our Facebook page.
It's there somewhere.
But we were trying.
And we played a couple cartoons and then like like a Halloween safety video from the 70s.
I forget. I ran it that day. No, we were having issues that might have been before we had a good connection too.
That was before we upgraded everything.
Yeah, so that was all kind of crazy that night.
Yeah.
The Halloween. But anyway, we're going to try to make up for it with the DVD.
At least I think it was. Yeah, if the on location one was definitely before we upgraded.
Now, are we going to talk about how we're going to run Spice 5? Is that something we're still hashing out?
Well, it's not totally. Let's wait before we say that.
Yeah.
We want to make the next Halloween special maybe like exclusive to one platform over the other, but we haven't decided yet.
Yeah, it's still
fully.
sketchy, but
We're still trying to think on that, how we're going to
we have the concept
orchestrate it.
Yes, and I just have to put together the storyline and everything. So it'll be a little bit of a difference from our regularly hosted MummyAndMonkey Hairy Scary Hangout, where it'll be like a special. You know, it'll air on a different night. Well, it's not part of our actual show.
Because here's the plan for Halloween weekend.
Yes.
I want to take Halloween weekend off,
She's
and
well,
I want to enjoy Halloween.
Yeah.
My birthday is 2 days before Halloween,
Right.
So I'm thinking like I just want to take that weekend off, and then we'll have this special that we can run during the weekend.
Right, it'll be automatically played.
You know, for the fans to watch and still have fun.
We'll still be with you on Halloween.
Yeah, so that we will still have a presence for Halloween.
That's right. And a present.
Yes.
Presence and a present. For you, sort of.
We are talking with some filmmakers.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And we can't say just yet, but it's sounding promising where we're going to have some independent films that we can show in the near future. Maybe in the next month or so.
Independent horror films.
Independent horror films.
Very important.
So yeah, we're really excited about that. But can't really say, you know, mummy's the word for right now. Because we're just trying to figure things out.
Mm-hmm. A lot of things going on, a lot of moving parts.
Behind the scenes.
Still moving,
yeah.
So yeah. But we're working on it, you know. We got things moving. And
Toy Painter says his birthday is on Halloween.
You lucky duck.
Wow. That's cool. Yeah, mine's 2 days before.
Too bad you can't change your birthday like you could change your name.
You can't do
legally,
that.
why not?
Because it's not what
you can
happened.
do anything in this world.
No, you can't
Well,
change
I know.
it. No, I was born so I could see Halloween. I was born 2 days before so I could go see
There's
Halloween.
nothing technically important. The thing would be, what if you should be able to change the day, not the year, but the day you're born.
No, you can't do that.
Why not?
Because your mom knows it's wrong. Your mom's like, that's not your birthday.
Your mom.
Well, any people's moms.
Okay.
The people who gave birth to you.
All right. Well.
Because they know that that's the wrong day. If
That's
you try
not
to
why
change
it should be wrong, but I just think that. Well, I mean, I could see it would be confusing legally for
Like that's a weird. I don't know. That's,
I don't know.
That sounds weird.
What do you think out there? Yeah, no, it's weird. That's why I brought it up. Or we could just talk about the same old things there with us.
Well, I'm going through our notes.
Yes. Your mom.
Well, because they're the ones that help give you your birthday. So why would you change your birthday?
Yeah, but they give you your name too. I would change your name.
Well, your name is different than when you were brought into the world.
Yeah, but if you want,
that's a way different thing.
What if you don't like your birthday?
Why are we talking about this when we should be talking about MummyAndMonkey stuff?
Well, I don't know. You tell me.
James always does this.
Answer a question for me already.
Let's read the comments, shall we? Janet, have a Halloween birthday party, says Connie.
Mm-hmm.
Have a Halloween birthday party.
No.
Huh?
No.
No.
Now we're online talking to you.
We're live on, the whole world's watching. We're live online.
What are they saying there?
Connie's saying I should have a Halloween party.
Mm.
You know, I would love to.
It would be neat.
That'd be neat.
Well, it's happened before.
Toy Painter says the best birthday as a kid: costumes, birthday presents, and all the candy I could carry.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's awesome, because then you could have the Halloween costumes, candy, and the presents. It's like all of it. Yeah. So Halloween and your birthday have to be extra special then.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why I love Halloween so much, because it's like right by my birthday.
I would think so.
Very cool,
So
guys.
what else? So
Yeah, so Cinema Wasteland. We're also setting up some interviews, some celebrity interviews. I did mention we had some celebrities. There were some celebrities that canceled due to safety, and personal reasons, and that's totally understandable.
mm-hmm.
But there are some new guests that just signed on, and we're a few weeks out from this convention.
Right.
And we know that 2 of them are interested in interviews. So we're looking forward to trying to interview some of them and getting some video while we're there.
Yes, it should be an interesting one. Yeah, I mean, we're doing all we can to make it as interesting as we can. When we do step out of our safety zone here and
Yes.
into the real world, to the scary world. No. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes. And yeah, we want to see people and have fun and still get out. But at the same time, we want to play it safe.
Right.
So we're taking precautions, and our own personal decision, we are wearing our masks. Anyways, Connie says, how are Mama Monkey and the Crypt kittens? I heard Mama Monkey. Hi. Mama Monkey's doing good. She's doing good. She is asking us questions while we're going live here.
You're running for it. You're good.
So yeah, she's doing good. She's feisty.
Say hello to everybody.
Hello, how you doing?
The Crypt,
Heaven, there is no beer.
Oh my God.
she's singing to you guys.
They hear you.
Crypt kitties, they're doing good. They're taking a nap on this rainy day.
Yes. Oh, they have the right idea. All right. So what else about Mummy and Monkey can you talk about?
I think that was everything we wanted
Just
to talk
teasing
about.
stuff. We
Yeah,
got a movie. We're going to talk about the movie we're playing.
Oh yeah, what movie did you decide on?
The Devil's Hand.
The Devil's Hand from 1961.
I don't know. It's a movie.
That's the one about the weird devil.
The voodoo thing.
Some cult voodoo. It was like a Hollywood thing.
Yeah, it's a bunch of like Hollywood people, like
Hollywood people that are in this weird cult.
it's weird, yeah.
Yeah, it has a cool intro though. It has
Yeah.
an animated intro,
Which
so
I'm
you
gonna
guys might dig that.
do something funny with, but yeah. So that we got that coming up. At least it's a new movie we haven't shown before
Mm-hmm.
on the program, and I'll do or Grimm will do his best to make it as interesting as possible,
Yes.
watchable as possible. But you're really there to check the hosts out, right? Hopefully, the banter in between, the content like the skits that we put together and all the bits like that we put like snacktoids and TV show time travel. What do you do? And we have a naming contest. You want to throw that out to anybody out here?
Yeah. Do you want to
Yeah, okay.
bring him over here?
The unnamed child,
The unnamed creature. So he's one of our mini monster mascots.
the
and
newest member.
He was dropped off to us, or he was dropped off to the Mummy and the Monkey from the Parma orphanage. So you guys out there, the fans, can actually help name him. You can send a name suggestion on a postcard.
Oh, you got me working here. Hold on.
Old school pen and paper on a postcard. We had a lot of people comment with name suggestions on social media. But for this type of thing, we're only going to accept suggestions sent as a postcard. The Mummy and the Monkey P.O. Box 35534, Cleveland, Ohio. And
44135.
44135. And yeah, you can name this little creature that was dropped off to us a few weeks
We're
ago.
looking for a special name for this special little guy,
Yes.
and only you can do it. So send us a postcard, and there will be a prize to be won.
And we'll read the names on the air probably after Cinema Wasteland. We'll give it a few weeks for people to send things in.
There's no rush.
We have people that watch from all over the world. So.
He's still new to the world. So
Cool.
He doesn't need me.
Yeah, so he's okay. He can wait a few weeks before he has an official name. Well, we're going to probably wrap everything up here, guys. Thank you guys for watching so much. If you're watching the replay, thank you for catching that. And if you like the thrifted items, if you're interested in that, or interested in buying anything, you can message us, email us, or you could follow our online stores.
That's right. So thanks for watching. Another fun time here on the Monster Hustle, which is our daytime gig. And of course, as you know, we do the nighttime Mummy the Monkey's Hairy Scary Hangout. So yeah, thanks for joining us in the cemetery for Monster Hustle. We'll see you next time here, right?
Right here.
I don't know.
So yeah, good night.
I don't have anything to
Good
rhyme with
fright, and we'll be back. We'll be live this Friday night on our Facebook page, The Mummy and the Monkey, and then we'll also be on YouTube later that night.
Don't forget, it starts at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time with the Cliff's Countdown. So the Hairy Scary Countdown. So.
All right, thanks, guys. Mwah! Bye.
Oh, you got me working again. Oh man.